All right. Welcome to On The Sideline. I'm your host, Jeff Holden. Today we're without Coach Big O, but we do, however, have Coach Evan Hearn and the man of the hour and our special guest all the way from Burkburnett, my hometown.
Great hometown.
Head coach and athletic director, Mr. Patrick Williams. Appreciate you coming in, Coach.
Appreciate y'all having me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we briefly touched on it. Not your first rodeo. This is your second one, right?
My second. Yep.
So we know who you are, but for everybody else, go ahead and just give us a brief introduction of who you are, what you're about, a little bit of your coaching history.
Yeah. Head football coach, athletic director at Burkburnett. It'll be my fifth year in the district and second year in this football head coach AD role. I came up here from Fort Worth, but like most, I've been all over the state. So that's about it.
That's about it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, not bad. We know you're here. We appreciate you coming up here.
Appreciate y'all doing this. I know my coaches like to watch it.
Oh, yeah. You're a favorite.
Yeah.
I'm a favorite.
Yeah. Between us three, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I enjoy it. I enjoyed it last year. I figure we'll enjoy it again this year.
Yeah.
So you talked about Coach Williams, that you've been all over the place. How many years coaching have you? How many years have you been in coaching?
Oh,
and could you name a couple of spots for us?
I can tell you every one of them. I'm not a talent chaser. I like to get somewhere and set some roots. I started in Mount Pleasant in 1996. So stayed 4 years there. I moved to Pittsburgh, which is right across the river, Pittsburgh, Texas. Stayed there for 3 years. Moved from Mount Pleasant to Pittsburgh because we were real successful in Mount Pleasant. I couldn't really see myself moving up, so I went to Pittsburgh to be the secondary coach, and eventually I was the defensive coordinator there under Gary Luttrell, who was – all right, I'll probably go deeper than y'all want to go, but I'll just tell you anyway.
No, go for it.
Gary Luttrell was the secondary defensive coordinator coach for the 1983 Dangerfield Tigers.
Who was considered?
That's one that they're always up for debate on whether they're one of the greatest teams of all time. I don't think they gave up. They might have given up one touchdown.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember reading a quick article story about that team. But go ahead, Coach.
That sounds like a good team. So when Coach Luttrell retired, I went to Houston. I was at Clear Creek. So it's right there on Galveston Bay on the south side, across the lake from NASA. So that was a pretty cool place. There I worked for the legend Aubrey Schultz. So he was there for 30-something years, and he's the guy when Grant Taft tells stories about a farm kid who ended up being a All-American center, from a walk-on to All-American center. That's Aubrey Schultz. So that's kind of his mentality of, put in the work and get better and improve and work your way up the depth chart. Then I went to Fossil Ridge. I was up there at Fossil Ridge. Coach Wasson hired me, who ended up, winning state at South Lake. Mm-hmm. And so he was there. He was there 2 years before he took the South Lake job, and Tony Baccarini was the one I worked for 12 years. So he's a great. They're all great mentors of mine. Tony won national championship at Trinity Valley. I don't remember what year it was, but Al Harris and those guys were playing for him. I had like 12 NFL guys playing for him.
Makes it easy.
You did a damn good job coaching. I'm sure all of them are like that, though. I'm just kidding. He's a dang good coach. And of course, came up here with. Coach Brad Boyd hired me up here. Then when he passed, I took it over a year ago.
So did you know Coach Boyd before he got you up here? Or
I would say it was more like a acquaintance more than a know. Mm-hmm. We'd coached against each other when he was at Northwest and I was at Fossil Ridge. Funny story about him, you're always breaking stuff down, kind of figure out who the offensive coordinator is, what's he going to do. So I remember we played Northwest that year, and I'm like, I don't know what the heck. It's like two people are calling the plays. So when I got up here, he told me the rest of the story. Like Paul Harvey, he said, yeah, some drives I'd call it, and then some drives Bill Poe's the head coach down there. He's a big offensive guy. He said, yeah, we just traded off till whoever had the hot hand got to finish the game. Well, that explains it. It's hard to figure them out.
Yeah, so I guess we'll just jump right into last season.
Yeah, we took a step back last year. Of course, we had some games where we weren't very competitive, which was pretty disappointing. But I'd say the best thing about last year from a positive standpoint is the way those kids finished the year. They beat Bridgeport week 9 and had every chance to beat Mineral Wells, which, crazy as it seems, that would have put us as the 3rd seed in that district. So, yeah, every year there's stuff to learn, and you go back and question yourself as a coach, what you could have done better to put them in a better position. And of course, we've implemented that in off season, a lot of competitive stuff, and just really get the fight back. Of course, every group of kids is different, so I have very high hopes for this bunch. They've worked hard this off season, been real competitive, and I have no doubt they're going to lay it on the line when it comes time.
And Coach, you mentioned how you had to step into the role that you weren't prepared for.
I wouldn't say I wasn't prepared,
or not prepared, but
I've also heard people say you're never going to be prepared.
Right.
There's going to be bumps in the road, and I mean, it doesn't matter. Well, as a coach, you're not. I was told long ago from a great offensive line coach and an offensive coordinator. He said, "You ever coach the same year twice? You're getting worse. There's no equal."
Right.
So yeah.
So as you came into this role of head coach AD, how is now? And I know you became the head coach AD in December 2023, but you've now come a full season,
made a full lap
under your belt.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about the strides, as you mentioned, the team made, and maybe even yourself as, like you said, being a head coach.
Well, I'd say myself, I'm getting better at delegating. I mean, I've always delegated as a defensive coordinator, but, with the added layers, there's even more delegation that has to go on there. Coach Grimes is our defensive coordinator, and he has done a great job picking up slack on that side of the ball. But, yeah, just the day-to-day little stuff that everybody's more than capable of doing, and I'm making sure we get all that done.
Yes.
Team-wise, I'd say just more of an emphasis on the team-building side of things. I think I won't say it's something we did wrong. It's just something that happened where, if you have something like that, you really try to find focus on that thing. So we have some pretty clear goals for the coaching staff and for the players, and some standards that we need to meet to hit our expectations.
Okay, and so going back last season, I think what was the overall record?
2-8.
2-8. Like you mentioned, ended the season pretty strong, and to beat Bridgeport and then have a shot, beating Mineral Wells, like you mentioned, possibly ending up as 3rd in a district that contains Graham and Brock. I mean, that's impressive.
That would have actually been hilarious the way we performed against some of those games, but it was there.
Yeah, but I mean, like you said,
so my buddies were like, "I don't know how the heck you got them playing like that." It really wasn't us. They just decided they wanted to play there at the end.
Well, and that's important. I think
kudos to the
that
staff.
could have been the best thing that could have happened for Burke football last year is how you started, but then to end kind of strong like that. And
I'm proud of those kids. It would have, like you said, have been real easy to just
lay over and be done.
Yeah, be a dead man. But hopefully we don't get in those earlier games to that level, and we'll carry a little more confidence coming in, as we get to later district.
And we kind of talked about that, how better Burke was playing towards the end of the season, and the crazy playoff scenario that they were in. Not only that they had a chance to get into the playoffs, but had a chance to get 3rd place.
Yeah, and like you mentioned, I mean, you look back at the beginning of that year. Mm-hmm. I'm not laughing. I'm just saying, and then the ability to go into and say, I mean, realistically, how far off were we from? I mean, how far off?
Oh yeah, you're way.
He's a we. Yeah.
How far off were we from being 3rd? I can't remember the final score.
One play.
One play away.
I think they put that. I can't remember his name. I know they put the big. What's his name? The tall, good-looking receiver.
Yeah,
going to
I know.
I mean, put him in the spot. Kids alerted it, and guy busts and doesn't see him. I mean, he just released right up the field. It was what it was.
And to be able to look back and say, well, we finished 3rd in district behind Brock and Graham, or Graham and Brock. And did Brock go on to win the?
Brock won the region.
Oh yeah,
Graham
beat Graham. Yeah.
Graham won the district. Brock won the region.
Brock ended up winning. Yep.
The state championship.
Yeah. I believe so, right?
No.
Carthage
beat.
Carthage beat them. Yeah, they ran into Carthage.
It's hard to get by Carthage.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, until Coach Surratt leaves and maybe that place just falls.
But anyways, moving.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a year. You know.
Yeah, I mean,
Not
we
to
could
say-
get benefit from it because, I mean, it's easy to see if you just put in the work, follow the game plan. You know, there's going to be teams more talented than you, less talented than you. It really doesn't matter. We preached that last year. It's all about us. It's all about, you know, how do you do your job? How do you execute? Details matter.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can sit there and say, I tell the coaches all the time, you can tell me that you know what they're doing, but until they do what we know to do, we're lacking. We have work to do. So
Yeah. So let's touch. First of all, obviously, being a place like this, and we like to give kids as much exposure. That's kind of our goal here.
sure.
Let's touch on a couple things like how many seniors are you losing from both sides of the ball, and then how many returners do you have coming back as starters, or the younger kids that you have coming up that might step into some roles.
Yeah. I think we have 3 back on offense and defense, so lost a pretty big senior class. As far as coming back, on the offensive side, Brody Boyd will be back.
Is he at quarterback?
Brody's playing quarterback. Nathan Gray is a returner on the line. Seth, dang it, it's just Seth. It's Big Seth. Big red-headed Seth Taylor. I knew if I talked it enough, I'd get it out.
There you go.
Yeah, Seth Taylor is coming back from an ACL injury. He got hurt, really hurt us. He got hurt against Vernon first game, so he's coming back and doing a good job there. Let me see here. I'm gonna cheat a little bit. Oh, and
It's
Jordan
not cheating,
Teeman.
it's just
Jordan
being
Teeman
prepared.
played about half the season at left tackle, so he'll be back. So he's a senior. So I mean, really, you got 1 lineman back, but I guess Seth has half of them. He's got a game experience, and Jordan has about 2 games experience, 3 games experience. But and then coming up off the JV, Hunter Mott and Lane Gibson. So that's a pretty good little. Feel pretty good about that crew. I think that'll be
Big strong
a
kids.
strength, which starts and ends with the O-line.
Oh yeah.
So
And O would
He would have jumped up and
he'd be
with
y'all,
joy.
he'd be all hooping
And
and
which,
hollering right
as
now.
a former running back, I'd say the same thing.
Yeah.
It's those 5 guys up front who never get the publicity, but they're always, as Coach O says, the first one to get blamed for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, but yeah, I guess so. O-line and secondary.
Oh, yeah. Block somebody.
And
yeah.
then I
Great
saw.
coaching point. Block somebody.
I know you have the Kirkpatrick kid coming back.
Yeah, I
saw
don't
he
get to
did
the skill
something.
guys. I kind of got distracted there for a
Yeah.
second.
Man, I saw him
Griffin
on
Johnston.
That. Go ahead. sorry.
Griffin Johnston will be returning at outside receiver. Luke Kirkpatrick is probably going to get some. He's going to get some running back action. He's going to play defense also. Caden Gershner will be an inside receiver, and George Mosley will probably be getting a lot of outside receiver part. And running back wise, we do it by committee, like most teams do. A lot of the guys that are going to be playing running back, Alex Diaz, Rob Ingram, Kaleo Cal. We'll see after camp starts how that all shakes out. But when we were at our best, we were rolling about 3 in there, and they all played a lot of defense. So
Yeah, you had that, and Burke's kind of been known for it recently, is having that big power guy that can also break through, and then having the speedster come in with a little bit of change of pace. So,
yep.
with the guys you mentioned, but I was touching about Luke Kirkpatrick, and I saw that video of him with his, I don't remember
the
what it was,
clean.
600 the power clean. So
think it
that's
was
a
30-something.
that was a
What is
school
it?
record, right? Go ahead.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah,
As a 300
He's done it
pound
twice
power
this
clean, I
summer.
think. Was it 300 pounds, something like that?
I'm pretty sure it was 300, and then the second one he did when I was out of town. So I saw the,
Yeah.
you see it on X and you give it the attaboy, and looked like a lot.
Looked like a lot. Good
A
job.
lot.
So it seems, just by that, coaches, we know it didn't go the way you wanted to your first year, but the way you had your kids playing towards the end of the season and what you guys are doing in the summer and the numbers you guys are putting up, it seems like your trajectory is heading in the right place.
Oh, yeah.
That you think?
Oh yeah, it's always you're either getting better or you're getting worse. And I feel like this bunch has a good attitude. They've been working hard, like I said. Yeah, I see nothing but good things coming. I mean, I'm not gonna sit there and say we're gonna walk in and
For sure.
just see Burke on the shirt. We don't have to do nothing. We're gonna be like every other team in Texas. It's a race from August 4th. Well, every team that starts on August 4th. It's a race who can get better the fastest, maximize your potential. That's all I ever care about. So I didn't really get a chance to touch on defense. I do. Our D-line should be a strength too. Cooper Riley and Luke will play some D-tackle and D-end. But Cooper and Luke return on the defensive line, and then we got some Dakota Stray got to play a fair amount at tackle last year. We need him to, and he's been putting the work in to take a big jump and help us there at D-tackle. And then we got a little bunch of ends. Hopefully we can just run them in and out and really play fast. Last Woodward's had a great offseason. He's kind of the quick guy, and then we got Ryland Townsend's a bigger end, and Talon Webb has decided he's going to play again. So we'll see. I believe we'll start him at end and see where he ends up, whatever he can do to help us the most. Then at linebacker, Christian Lewis will be a returning starter at Mike. And Joseph Montgomery played a bunch at linebacker last year. He started some games, so I guess he's kind of half a starter. Then we have two sophomores coming up. Alex Diaz, we've mentioned him at running back, and Reese Menino is another linebacker coming up. And there's some more in there. But I don't know if you remember Austin Brown came up those two games where we kind of got better, and he played some corner, played a lot of corner. So he's back. So he's a starter. I guess he's a returning starter for 2 games.
Technically.
Yeah. Kaleo Cow's had a good offseason. George Mosley, we mentioned him with receiver. He's also going to be playing some defense. And I'm not like Cooper Riley. We didn't mention him on offense, but he's our H-back tight end. We'll be moving in and out of personnel groups, I think. Matthew Bentley and Caden Erskine. Those are the guys who'll be helping us out at safety.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't realize, but you guys sustained a lot of injuries during the stretch last year, right?
Yeah, we did.
You had a bunch of younger kids you had to move up from JV. I think
really
at one
did.
point, I don't know what the numbers were, but it was like probably 10 or 11 guys you had to start that were basically from the JV towards the end of the season, something like that.
Yeah,
but
I never really dwell on that. We have that next man up mentality, and we're not sitting here. Nobody cares. The guys we're playing don't care, so we're going.
No, but I was just I mean,
those aren't excuses. It's just bad luck, like you said. I mean, you play the game, but you have a roster set to this guy, and so when bad things happen, it's like you said, just next man up.
But a bunch of those kids that were younger that got a little bit of that,
that's
going to come up.
That's a benefit. Yeah,
it's going to be a huge benefit.
Yeah, I'm sorry to talk over you, but
nope.
Like I said, some of those guys, we said they played 2 games or 3 games or 4 games. They got all that. Yeah, they got good experience. They know what's going to be, what it's going to take to get us to the level we want to be at. So,
yeah, I think, and I mean, this is just kind of common knowledge, but anytime you have returning starters, returning coach, staff, you just get better. That's just how it goes. I mean,
I think consistency is very important.
Yeah, so everybody's expecting Burke to do better, of course.
Oh, yeah, we are too.
What I think there was quite a few coaching changes, though, on your staff. Was there or no this year?
We had 4. Our new offensive coordinator is Clay Richards. He's coming up from Granbury. He's the same offense we've been running. He was at Byron Nelson, had a lot of success there. He's been moved around a little bit, but that's the offense. He started at we were actually looking at an old, you have your coach's handbook. So we looked at an old, Smithson Valley is where he started. So that's Coach Hill. He's been there all this time. So we were just kind of, we have our coach's handbook, but you always, at least I do, I always kind of want to see, how good programs do things, and there's a lot of similarities there. And then he also coached under Steve Gideon and Leander. So, yeah, he's come in and done a great job. He came up, I guess we got him start coming up, I'd say late March, April, May. So he was here 2 days a week. So kids are used to him. They understand. you're going to change if you change offenses. There's a few terminology things, but we're used to that. Let's see. The second one was Coach Royce Toller is going to coach the running backs. He's our head baseball coach, so he was kind of a late hire. He's coming up from Timber Creek. I have known him. I'd say we're also kind of acquaintance level knowledge, but he's come in and done a great job this summer. I'm really looking forward to seeing him work with our running backs this year. Trey Horn just got hired yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, he's going to coach. He's going to coach the
class
receivers.
behind me.
Huh?
He was in the class behind me.
Yeah. He's been selling insurance, and he wants to coach. And he looks
good
like
on
he's
him.
going to fit right in. He's got a lot of energy. The one I kind of have forgotten was Ivan Kirkendall. Or you may know Coach Kirkendall. He was over at he was at Barwise, and
Okay.
so he played at Midwestern. And he'll coach the D tackles and D linemen with Coach Villalobos. So. Yeah, I'm really fired up about our group. I think got some good, positive guys. They're going to coach them hard, coach them right, teach them. You know, as a coach, you want to, you got to teach them the little things, the little tricks. And I think these guys have the knowledge base to share with these kids and improve them. You know, sometimes these games aren't much difference. You can if you can find something to give you a slight edge, you take it every time.
Yeah, of course. And anytime you have the ability to return a starting quarterback, that's always a good thing for a football team. Touch on Brody and maybe some of the things that he's improved this offseason and anything you can say about him.
Well, they've had a heavy emphasis just on regular quarterback fundamentals, just the little things, the footwork, the timing of the throws, the placement of the throws. Of course, he's improved his speed. He's gotten stronger. Yeah, I'll just say, progressions. Yeah, like I said, Coach Richard's done a great job. He's come in and he's just fine focusing on little details to get yourself at an advantage. So.
Yep. And so I know that your schedule is going to be the same from last year, but for those new people that might be watching, let's go over the pre-district schedule and then go over your district schedule.
So we'll start off with Vernon. Over at Vernon, and then we'll play Henriette at our place. Then we'll be playing Jacksboro. No, Iowa Park. Sorry, Iowa Park, Holiday, Jacksboro. That's how we finish out pre-district. So
that's a
gauntlet.
That's a gauntlet of a schedule.
Yeah, and I don't know who said it. Some dummy. Me.
But as you, I mean,
but you want to challenge your guys.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what we talk about.
You're going to be challenged.
Yes, we will
I mean,
be
that's
challenged.
some of the biggest, toughest schools in the area,
Yeah.
and they're not going to be easy. I mean, Iowa Park's going to be a lot better.
Yeah.
Jacksboro Holiday is always perennial powerhouse. I mean, so you're not doing.
We're not scared of anybody. We need
yeah.
to line up, lace them up, and see where we stand, and regardless, we'll get better as long as we put the effort and the work in.
Yeah, a lot of
that'll
people.
help prepare. I mean, our district's not
right.
no
easy.
cakewalk either.
Yeah.
No.
A lot of people look at that schedule and they're like, "What is Coach doing?" But
That's probably a great comment.
No, I mean, no, but realistically, you want to play those hard, tough games beforehand.
Well, I learned, and I know some people believe it's better to go in undefeated in the district and just play some cupcakes and give your kids a bunch of confidence. I don't know if I learned right or wrong, but what I believe is my high school coach, who was the Mount Pleasant coach, he was like, play tough people. You're going to get better. All you have to do is make sure the kids stay with you. And if you can do that, which is easier said than done, but if you can do that, generally they'll have a better shot in district, especially when you're in a tough district.
And I think as we talked about and keep pounding it, that's what happened towards the end for you guys.
It did. Where we have to work on is we can't let if a game gets a little out of hand, we can't put our heads down and let it get way out of hand. That's a goal for this year. I mean, trust me, I like winning more than anybody. I promise you. There's nobody more competitive than me. I also understand there's different levels. I just believe that I may be arrogant. I believe, and I believe our coaches believe, we can coach kids up, and we want to play better than what we look like on paper, or I shouldn't say look like. It's not a look like thing, but you can't lie about a 40. I mean, some people can. If somebody's talking, they got a 4.6 40 and it was hand timed, I would say most likely a lie. But Yeah, everything we do is electronic. It is what it is. There's, eye in the sky don't lie. So that was a rambling answer, but whatever.
No, yeah, you're good. So I lost my question too.
See, that's what I do. That's my effect.
So now, so you mentioned your non-district schedule.
Yeah.
So go into your district schedule after that.
Oh, Lord, don't get me lying now. All right, we start with y'all got it written down somewhere?
Oh, yeah.
We start with Graham, and then we go to Graham will be at our place. Go to Eagle Mountain. Brock will be at our place. Then we're gonna Bridgeport will be at our place, and then we'll finish at Mineral Wells. Did I get it right?
Yes, sir.
Ace and test around here.
Look at that. Didn't even have to study.
It takes me a second. Sometimes I just got to reboot that computer a little bit.
Yeah, I remember what I rebooted too. I remember what I was going to say about the pre-district schedule because I always think like, man, this is what I would do if I was a coach.
Yeah,
I would do that sandwich effect where it's like I'll play a really cake easy game in the first game, then I play 3 really hard teams, and then I play another cake game. Yeah. Like I'm gonna get at least 2 wins.
1 or 2.
Yeah. I'm gonna test my guys in the middle. But I want to win the first one to get everybody hyped, and I want to win the last one going into district.
We need to do that. We need to make like an NCAA game for high school for you to let it. Because I'm just you talk about learning from year to year. So I got that job, and we went in there. And we didn't. We got there, and there was you go buy Christmas presents on Christmas Eve. Some of them presents are sold out.
Yeah.
You only got a choice of certain presents.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, as you mentioned, like you guys walk out of this non-district, and it gives you not only things to work on, but it gives you some clarity of what your team does well and what to produce. Because like you guys had mentioned, you're in the district with Graham and Brock, and you don't want to just walk in there 5-0 and just be glossy-eyed and
yeah.
No, because the way that your schedule is perfect.
Yeah.
Like you can't in that district. You can't go in 5-0. There's absolutely no way because then you'd be 0-5, and then.
Well, I would argue if we played our dual district, we play our pre-district, and we go in 5-0. I think we'd walk in with some
big old
chest.
If you go 5-0 in this pre-district, I'm saying
you'll be the mayor.
Yeah.
No, we don't do half season. We gotta go full season. Ain't no.
Yeah.
The mayor vote don't happen until after the playoffs.
Yeah. So, and then you just went over the district schedule, which is another like you said. Or we talked about it earlier. Brock and Graham alone.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. It's just crazy.
We're gonna strap it on and go play them. I promise you that. So.
Yeah, that's all you can do. You go out and you play.
And we had Coach McChristian in here, and he also mentioned Eagle Mountain with them being another year, and
Eagle
he
Mountain
thinks they could be
nobody.
the sleeper in the district.
They lost nobody, but they gained about 500 new students.
Exactly.
And we talked about it. They're going to probably go from 4A District 2 to next year when they realignment to 5A. That's how big their school is.
Yeah, they're going to jump right over the top of that.
So
Easy.
That's a disadvantage. I mean, that's another big school in that district that's going to be a huge challenge for Burke.
So, Coach, my question, non-football related, how was your year as being the athletic director?
It was a lot of learning. But I think it went well. I think, and I've told people, you see people around and you have people, are in your corner. I hope that everybody understands that our door's open. We're problem solvers. We're not finger pointers. We want to emphasize improvement in every sport. We talk about football, and I think we have some great programs. And having said that, there's always something you can do to elevate that program even more. And we're not scared to take chances. And hopefully that message gets out.
And what was a highlight of being in your role as AD for you, non-football related?
I really enjoyed watching both our basketball teams went on some pretty good runs. The girls, I can't wait to see the girls this year. They got beat by Canyon, and they were right after that game. They were mad and they were ready to do something about it. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. Yeah, but I could go through every sport and find things that I guess challenges each sport faced and how they overcame those challenges. And softball, girls softball started off kind of rough, and they kind of got it all together, and they ended up making a pretty good little run. I think they finished 11-1 before that last series, and gave that team they played all they wanted. So.
Yeah, I've been trying to get my daughter to play softball this year. It's her senior year. I'm like, just go play.
Yeah.
I mean,
we want them to play everything.
Yeah, go run bases or something. You don't have to be a good teammate,
Exactly.
But so man, we've touched on almost everything.
We forgot a question. Our question of the 2025 football preview. We forgot to ask Coach McChristian from Graham, what do you call guys who are really good? Like, we've heard dogs, we've heard cats, we've heard
dudes.
What do you call them?
We've heard GoDaddies.
I use a GoDaddy term.
See, that's that East Texas.
I think that's where we got it last year.
That was that East Texas.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I like coaching GoDaddies.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I've used dude. That's a dog. Yeah, I've used all that, but I think
it started with a coach from Vernon.
Yeah.
Because he said that's a cat, and we were like, did you always say cat, or are you just saying that because you're Vernon Lion? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I've always used cat, and then that kind of, and so then the next person that came in, they were like, I saw that interview, and I call him, and so it's kind of been
Coach Carter. Yep.
So for Coach Williams, it's GoDaddies.
I'm a GoDaddy guy. Yeah.
Yeah. So next thing I guess we'll touch on is one of Big O's his question he likes to talk or
in absentia.
Ask. Huh?
His question in absentia.
Yeah. So
all right.
he would do his thing, but
can you do it like him?
This segment is called the Big O Special.
Oh.
Oh.
Pour little water out for Big O.
Yeah. No. So and I know he asked you last year, but I don't remember the questions. But this year's questions, since they're from me, for Big O, is in Burkburnett, what is your favorite place to eat?
Well, you can tell I like to eat a lot, so I have a lot of favorite places. My favorite place, really, my go-to would probably be, if you had to hold my feet to the fire, La Familia.
La Familia.
Undercover La Familia.
Okay. Not a bad choice. Not a bad choice. Is that for dinner or breakfast?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And I'll tell you, and my wife will tell you too, their breakfast burrito is by far the best one in the area.
With the green sauce.
With the 2 green sauce. My wife always gets 2 green sauce. So that's pretty cool that you got that. Okay, so La Familia's got a vote. What is the plate of choice for?
Quesadillas.
Quesadilla just like they come?
Yeah, well, mine's quesadillas a la carte. I was a 3 quesadilla man. I've had to drop down because of my doctor's orders down to 2 quesadilla man.
Okay, so
we need to put 2 quesadillas on a plate.
Yeah, 2 quesadillas.
So we gotta add that.
Sour cream, no wok.
All right,
but I
so
don't
y'all
like guacamole. Y'all may like it.
All right, so the Coach Williams special at La Familia is now 2 quesadillas a la carte.
Beef
Quesadillas a la carte.
Light veggies.
With
light
veggies,
yep.
No guac.
Sour cream.
And sour cream.
That's it.
And what are we drinking?
Oh, Coke Zero. I usually have to drink a water too. I have been known to walk in with my own Dr. Pepper Zero, though. I'm not going to lie.
All right.
I've done it.
So La Familia, we need a Coach Williams special. You got to walk in with a Dr. Pepper Zero.
Yep.
Or if you can't do that, you got to get a Coke Zero or water.
The Coke Zeros.
2 beef quesadillas a la carte, no guac and sour cream, light veggies.
Man,
okay?
y'all got
Coach
it down.
Williams special. Put it on the menu.
Put it on the board.
I've been in Burger a couple of times.
Well, they
a
got
lot
bunch
of
good
times,
restaurants.
but haven't ate at La Familia's. I thought you were gonna say Carlitos, but
well, I may catch some flack for not saying Carlitos. I like Carlitos too, but I think we
I'm
talked
gonna have
about
to
this
try La
last year.
Familia's.
Yeah, give it a shot.
I will.
Yeah, they're. I
And
mean,
you said breakfast. I'm a
we do-
big breakfast guy.
we do
so.
breakfast there every Saturday
Yeah,
morning.
I get the egg and cheese and bacon with the green sauce. I've heard what is it, chorizo they put on there? I've heard that's good too.
My wife's order is sausage, egg, cheese, potato, pico, 2 green sauce.
The whole
Well,
kitchen sink.
tomorrow morning, just bring me one. I'll meet you at work.
I don't get up that early, bro.
Yeah, you do.
I get up just enough time to get to work on time. All right, so we got the Big O special down.
Yeah.
What else? We have you got another question?
Well, the last question is just in your time here, what did you say, year 5? How many years at Burke?
Burke.
Year 5?
It's about to start 5.
Okay, so year 5. How has the community of Burke embraced you, and what does it mean? What does it mean for you to be the head coach of the Burkburnett Bulldogs?
I'm proud to lead them. People in Burke are very supportive. They've helped us every time we've asked them for anything. They've helped us. I love watching them support kids. You know what they care about is play hard and play disciplined, and that's what we try to deliver to them. And you know, we're not perfect all the time, but we're always striving for perfection. And as we've strived for that, I know we've gotten better from that first year. There was a little wildness that first year, but yeah, I'm proud of our kids. I'm really happy with how hard we work. Not just football, all the sports.
All right, I got a question. Is there a game on your schedule this year that you as the head coach has circled?
No, I've never been that kind of guy. I'm a kill your own snakes. Week 1 is Vernon. That's who we got.
So, all right, and then last question before we wrap this thing up. Tell us the story behind how Coach Williams got into or wanted to do coaching.
Well, my dad's a coach. I guess my granddad was a wannabe coach. He was in
Sideline coach?
Well, he was born. I guess he was in the Depression. He didn't even get to, well, he was before the Depression. They were just poor people from Van Alstyne that he had to go to work after 8th grade, and he coached our baseball team, and he was a good coach. Him and my dad, that's some of my best memories. Him and my dad coached me in baseball. By that time, Dad had gotten out of coaching, but yeah, I was like any other high school kid. I don't know about any other. The way I was, I don't want to do what my dad does. I want to, forge my own path. So in college, I did that. I did that and more, and then I got to a point in life where I wasn't very happy, and thought to when I was happy, and I thought back to playing sports, and in Van Alstyne we played everything. So you started a year of football, then you went to basketball, then you went to baseball, and then you're running track in there. You're playing golf, you're playing tennis. So we pretty much did everything. So anyway, but yeah, and that's the way my coaching career's gone too. I've coached football, baseball, basketball. I love them all. Never coached track, but I love track. And I've gotten the pleasure of going to state tennis. I should have probably thought about that. Coach Wynn will be mad at me for not mentioning that as my favorite time. They've sent the kids to state the last 2 years. One state won them and finished 3rd, I think, this year. So
They had doubles champs last year.
Yep.
Wow.
All right. Well, like I said, we appreciate you coming up here and
thank y'all for having me.
letting us learn about Coach Williams and how the Burkburnett Bulldogs are gonna hit the field this year. You have anything else for us?
I don't. We sure appreciate all y'all do. Thanks for supporting our kids and helping publicize our programs, and just like I said, our coaches watch this. That just helps them get fired up for the season. So I'm sure there's plenty of fans out there from everywhere that enjoy this. So thank y'all for doing it.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Thank
you
you
for the kind words, and good luck this season. I'll see you
Appreciate
on the
it.
sideline. And
Yeah,
you
you're a good
on
supporter.
the sideline.
Go
You see
go
that?
Bulldogs. I can say that because I'm a Bulldog.
On the side. I'll see you on the sideline, Coach. See? Okay, sorry.
Yeah, why wouldn't you be on the sideline?
Yeah. So
Got the media pass.
let's go. Yeah, let's
All you
go.
gotta do
We're
is
ready.
Call in and get it.
Let's go. We're ready. And if you need anything else from us this year, just let us know.
Oh yeah, same
right.
with y'all.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Thanks,
Y'all
Coach.
take care.